This is a basic setup for torch firing silver clay. That's a super wool blanket over a traditional brick, and I'm closing the screen because I don't want a bright room. You can also use a vermiculite or other soldering block to lift your firing surface. You can use the simplest handheld butane torch you can find at the hardware store. And these are the little pieces that I've made out of PMC3 for today, a hickory nut and a pair of maple seeds. 3 small pieces of about this size is the most that I would fire at a time using a butane torch, as that lets you hold them all in a glow. We'll see what that means. This also applies to work made from art clay silver. I will hold the torch approximately 4 fingers away from my work. I'm going to show you this in real time. In the first phase of firing, you're going to see the binder in your pieces catch fire. First, you'll see smoke, and then you'll see fire. Make sure nothing flammable is nearby, including your hair and your clothing. These are just a few grams each, but 25 grams is the largest a single piece is recommended to be for the torch method. You can see that the hickory nut, which has more mass, is taking longer to burn all the binder. And here you can see that the nut is a little bit gray compared to the maple seeds being white, and that again means that the hickory nut still has binder, so I'm going over it again until they all match, then they're all white. Once the binder is gone, this is when I start my timer for at least 5 more minutes, but if you're able and willing, for a total of 10 or 15 minutes, because the longer you can fire, the stronger your pieces will be. For the next phase of firing, your main goal is to bring your work into a soft pink-orange glow and hold it there. You want the glow to be steady, but you don't want it to be such a bright orange that you melt your work. You can see here that I'm constantly moving the torch both around the piece and between the pieces so that no one place is directly taking heat for any amount of time. Here on the hickory nut, I'm going to show you the brightest orange you ever want to see. I'm going to bring this to an almost neon, and this is on the verge of melting. Now I'm going to show you the ideal color, and I'm going to bring them all there to the soft pink orange, and I'm going to move the torch so that they all stay holding that glow, which means that they're all sintering, which is the process by which the silver particles are drawing together and strengthening their bond. It can be beneficial to do this in the darkest workspace you can safely work in, because then you can see these colors really clearly. These methods work for fine silver clay, not sterling. Sterling requires a kiln. And again, the reason you see variation in the amount of times that you can fire these clays is because the longer you go, the stronger the work. So once you've done your 5 minutes minimum, your 15 minutes if you're feeling brave and ambitious and you want your work to be so durable, then it's ready for finishing.